Hey, y'all, and welcome to day 19 of the WSOP and to the fourth annual WSOP and All Vegas Poker Daily Spaces coverage. I'm Sherry Pluskota, aka the White Oprah of the poker community, as dubbed by David Beckauer this past week. If you know, you know. If you don't, you're just going to have to ask me later or look at the timeline and figure it out, but it is quite funny. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota 9212. You can find the recordings of my past spaces and interviews there. We're pretty up to date. I think we're just a couple of days lagging, and hopefully, I'll get those uploaded today before I go watch my daughter's team play. Many thanks to Sean McCormick and Craig Larson for agreeing to host our seventh official Spaces meetup game at the Bellagio. On June the 26th at 2 p.m., it is a cash game. Pizza will be provided, and we have tons of stuff to give away and splash the pots and attendance prizes and, ladies only prizes, and it's going to be epic. I guarantee it, we're going to have tons of fun. Please be reminded that we will always try to give the most updated and accurate information possible, but we are human and information is always fluid in the poker world, so please make sure to double check any information we provide to ensure yourself the best experience possible. And please correct us if we're wrong because we want to get it right. Thank you. I posted a picture and all the information about the poker t-shirt quilt for charity. And of course, we're trying to raise money for the Poker Gives charity and their Feed the Homeless program. A $10 donation will get you one ticket. A $25 donation will get you 5 tickets. Don't miss your chance to win this one-of-a-kind autographed poker t-shirt quilt. And, with HCL game going on right now in Las Vegas, the centerpiece of that quilt is the HCL $1 million game shirt is the center square. If you don't know anything about quilting, whatever the center square is like the most important square, so to speak, on a quilt. And so Dana was able to acquire an HCL t-shirt for me. This is back last year when I was talking about doing this quilt. And right away she said, "Oh my gosh, I'll get you an HCL t-shirt, and you can have my Alan Kessler t-shirt." And I appreciate Dana for doing that for us because both of those t-shirts are on that quilt. And the Millionaire game has been autographed by Alan Keating so far. Hopefully we'll get some more players on that square as well as the other squares. So I think it's, that one thing about the stars and the moon and everything aligning. Like, who would have ever thought in a million years, this time last year in the fall, when I was talking about making this quilt, that HCL would actually be hosting this game in Las Vegas? Like, the timing is crazy if you think about it. But I'm excited that that square is the center square this year because, it just all aligned. Like, you're doing something right when it all aligns. Like, it's meant to be. So, looking forward to giving that quilt away to one lucky winner. And that will take place on June the 27th. So, don't forget to get your tickets, folks. I don't want to hear anybody whining, "Oh, I forgot," or "Oh my gosh, I didn't get a ticket." Get it done quick. It's very easy. I guarantee it's going to take you less than 3 minutes to make your donation via that link. Joey, you made a donation recently. I thank you for that. How long did it take for the process? Joey? Thumbs up if you can hear me. I might just be talking to myself this morning.
I can hear you.
Oh, perfect. Okay. He may have walked away from his phone for a minute. No worries. How you doing, ASG?
All right. Just trying to avoid I am in New Jersey here, local to MetLife, which I technically is called New Jersey New York Field, which right now, which is why I'm staying away from all roads this week.
You're going to hibernate or you're going to walk. Is that the plan, or head to Connecticut or something?
The plan is just avoid FIFA at all costs.
I can understand why. I absolutely can understand why. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and read the schedule for today. We didn't get to it yesterday. So let me do that and get that out of the way for those that may be needing that information to get out the door in Vegas to play something. So over at the Win at 12 o'clock is the No Limit Day 1B of the $3,500 $5 million guarantee. At 12 o'clock is their 5-card PLO tournament starting. That is a $1,100 buy-in with a 100K guarantee at 1,800 hours at the Win. Is their satellite into the 3K5? I don't know what that means, but the 3K5, it's a satellite, it's a $500 buy-in, and it is 10 seats guaranteed. At 1,800 hours at the Win is a PLO Turbo tournament, $1,100, 100K guarantee. Over at the Venetian is their Seniors Day 1B at 10:10. Pardon me, at 10:10 a.m. I'm choking over here on nothing. Tickle in my throat. The buy-in is $1,100 for that seniors event at the Venetian, $1 million guarantee. At 1,800 hours and 10 is their bounty tournament. The bounties are 200. The buy-in is 600. That is a 40K guarantee. Over at the Aria today is a turbo satellite into their $1,600 tournament. That's a $240 buy-in, 5-seat guarantee. That starts at 9 a.m. At 12 o'clock at the Aria is their $1,600 buy-in no limit tournament, $500,000 guarantee. And at 1,900 hours at the Aria is their no limit tournament, $300 buy-in, 25K guarantee. Over at the MGM is their mystery bounty starting at 11, $400 buy-in, 25K guarantee. And at 1,800 hours is their PLO 8, $250 buy-in, 10K guarantee. At 11 o'clock at the Orleans is a $400 no limit tournament, 40K guarantee. 1,600 hours is their Dramaha mixed, and that is a $240 buy in, 10K guarantee. At 1,800 hours at the Orleans is their no limit tournament, $200 buy in, 30K guarantee. Over at South Point today at 10:10 is their no limit $120 buy-in, 15K guarantee. At 1,810 hours is their $200 buy-in at no limit tournament, 20K guarantee. And at 2,200 hours and 10, their Turbo Bounty, $25 bounty is $120 buy-in, 4K guarantee. Over at the Nugget today is 11 o'clock no limit tournament, $200 buy-in, 20K guarantee. At 12 o'clock is their 8-game tournament, $500 buy-in, 20K guarantee. Also at the Golden Nugget today at 1,700 hours is a mixed triple draw low ball tournament, $250 buy-in, 10K guarantee. And at 1,900 hours is their Turbo No Limit tournament, $130 buy-in, 5K guarantee. And double check the Golden Nugget because some of those have add-ons, folks. So you definitely want to double check to make sure that you have all the information before you decide what to do today. Over at Mandalay Bay at 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. is a $60 no guarantee, no limit tournament, 10K starting stack, 15-minute blinds. Over at Westgate at 12:05 p.m. is their $55 no limit with a $45 add-on. The add-on, you're going to get 30K chips. Your initial stack is 15K, 15-minute blinds, no guarantee. For the record, that is a $16 rake on that $55 tournament. At 3:05 at the Westgate, $70 Crazy Pineapple Bounty Tournament, 15K starting stack, 15-minute blinds, no guarantee. There is a $30 add-on for 20K in chips, and that is a $15 raked tournament. At 5:05 today is a $70 freeze-out tournament at the Westgate, and that is a $17 rake, 15K starting stack, 15-minute blinds, no add-on for this tournament at 5:05. Excuse me, that's a 5:05 freeze-out. Pardon me. At 7:05 is their $55 tournament, 15K starting stack, 15-minute blind, $16 rake, $45 add-on for a 30K add-on stack. So that's what's going on around town. We'll get to what's going on at the WSOP shortly. Let me welcome Papa Poker. How you doing, pal?
What's going on? It's like poker fiesta. There's poker everywhere. It's such
Poker
a
everywhere.
fun time.
I love it. What have you been up to? What are you doing? You back home now?
Well, I moved from Las Vegas to Southern California
Right,
exactly 1 year ago. This is like the 1 year anniversary. And my
right.
rent was crazy high. The rents in Southern California have gone down. So literally yesterday I moved 2 blocks down the street so that I could
Oh,
save like 20% in rent. So still like
well
the
worth
same
it, but
number of
yeah.
bedrooms and everything, but saving some money so that theoretically, if I took all that money I saved in rent, I'd be close to being able to enter the main event, but I still don't know if I'll take the plunge. Have you ever entered the main event, Sherry?
I have not, and I actually have a backer who's willing to back me into the tournament. And this backer had offered me that. Let me think of when it was. Gosh, it's probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Okay.
And it's an offer still on the table. And the reason I haven't taken the offer is one of two things. One, I wasn't mentally ready, like too much stuff going on in my life where I could really focus on studying. And two, I don't think my game is to the point that I feel um, comfortable enough to invest $10,000 into a game,
Mm-hmm.
especially if that's not my money. Like, yeah, I take that very seriously. And I'm like, I was floored when I mean, the whole story behind him offering it to me is crazy anyway. But I was floored when he offered it. And when he said, I want to buy you into the main event, this was like in the spring of that year. And as soon as he said that, I looked at him with like 3 second pause and I said, no, but thank you. And my sons were both there and they're like, what? Like, what are you doing here, mom? And I said, I'm not ready. I'm At that time, I hadn't even studied for poker. I was just like learning as I played,
Okay.
seat time. And I said, and then I said to him, but I would be willing to work on my game so I can get it to the level that I would feel comfortable you investing $10,000 into me taking that seat. And he said, deal. And
Okay.
so I have been studying since that. I mean, almost immediately I started working on my game. And has my game improved since then? Hell yes. And if I really wanted to, I probably could convince myself to play it this year, but I just have too much personal stuff going on. I'm going to be moving across country here within the next 12 months, and I have a house to empty, and I have a son getting married, another, a baby on the way, a grandbaby on the way, another son moving across country. We got to get him moved because he's buying a business. And yeah, I am not focused enough to play the main event this year. No way.
Like that is one of my biggest fears. I have not played. It's starting to get to a point in my life where it's like I think I just need to enter every year. Like I gotta hit the money like 1 out of every 3 years if I play. But that concept of losing, like no matter what, you if you lose $10,000, it feels like you lost $10,000, and of course that's
Right.
just so insane to say I had $10,000 and then I lost it.
Right.
It's
And now I'm
just
losing somebody else's $10,000, right? And
that's
that's
right.
just like, that's a lot of money for somebody just out of the clear blue sky offer me that. Like out of the clear blue sky. Like he literally drove. My sons and I were up at Cherokee, Carolina,
Hmm.
and this gentleman was in Biloxi, Mississippi, and he called me. I don't know, 8 or 9 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock. I don't even know what time it was,
Okay.
early evening. And he said, where are you? And I said, the boys and I are in Cherokee, North Carolina. And he's like, okay, I'm in Biloxi. I should be able to get there in like 8 hours. I'm
Yep.
coming. I need to talk to you about
Oh,
something. I said,
jeez.
now, mind you, he lives like 10 minutes from us.
Yes.
I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? And now I'm thinking, has he been drinking? Like, what is going on here? I said to him, you could wait. We're going to go home tomorrow. You could just wait and come, we can all go out for lunch or something. And he's like, no, 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 I need to talk to you now. Right now, I'm driving there now. And I'm like, honestly, this is crazy. You'll get here at like 3 or 4 in the morning. Like, we're literally going home tomorrow and we're 10 minutes from you. He's like, no, 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 I'm coming now. So I hang up the phone and my boys are like, what is going on? And so I told them and they're like, is he drunk? And I'm like, I don't think so. He didn't sound drunk, but whatever it is so important that he's going to drive here to talk to me about it. Now, he had been trying to get a new game. He invented a new game for the casinos, the pits, and
Okay.
he had actually been testing it in Biloxi at the time. And so I said to my boys, "Oh, maybe they're going to take the game in like full time." He was still in the test period, and we had been supporting him. Like me and my kids and my friends would drive down to Biloxi to play his game, so his game would have some action, right? And so I was thinking, oh, maybe they picked up his games and they've given him a contract and he's so excited he wants to share it with us. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
And lo and behold, I don't even know what time in the morning he got there. I don't know, 4 in the morning, I don't even remember. And he's called, he said, where are you? I said, we'll meet you over by Starbucks. So Starbucks is closed, but we could sit at the tables, right? Because the way that they have it arranged there. So
Hmm.
we get over there, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" He's like, "I just had to ask you this in person." He goes, I just appreciate what you and your family have done for my game and supporting me, blah 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 blah." And he goes, "I want to buy you into the main event." And this is like, I want to say it was like March of the year. Uh, and he goes, "I want to buy you into the main event." And I was like, no, but thanks. And it was so bizarre. Like I was so caught off guard, like so random, right? Like
Mm.
never in my wildest dreams would. And he's like, no, I've been thinking about this. When I drove on my drive to Biloxi, I was like, you know what? I want to buy her into the main event. And every year we kind of go down that path. I'm like, nah, we're good. But he stakes me. Like he's one of my stakers. Like
Okay.
any tournament I want to play in, he's like, yep. He's definitely one of my stakers. But yeah, so maybe one day, maybe next year, because next year we'll be moved out, downsized. I'll be with my kids where they all live. Hopefully we'll be on easy street as far as, just having this house emptied and the weight of that being gone. So anyway, there you have it, the whole story.
Yes, I just registered at work. We're doing a volunteering event on July 13th where we're going to help some people in local Southern California. But I
Nice.
still had to check the calendar and say, what day of the WSOP main event is it? And, obviously I could skip out on volunteering if I were still in the main event. But I haven't
Of
even
course.
taken the plunge of committing, and I'm probably not going to do it. My story, which is maybe similar timing, is that 3 years ago, do you remember Ben's like
Oh
putting
yeah.
together a last
Yeah.
longer?
Yeah. He
Um,
actually, I know him from Spokane. Believe it or
okay,
not, it's kind of
really?
funny how things work out. But yeah, my kids are in Spokane, so I know him from the Spokane poker scene.
Oh
Yeah, it's
wow.
crazy. Yeah.
So I don't know why he was doing it in 2023. He's putting on all these last
Yep.
longers. And so he did a last longer. Um, I think he Yeah, I think he did something at the Golden Nugget where he gave a bunch of us money and it was to last longer. And then again at WSOP in 2023, he did a last longer and he said, whoever lasts the longest in this event, I will stake and put into the main event.
Right. I
And I
remember.
finished essentially second or third, depending on the way that you look at it. Ex Tracy won, and I lost a
Well,
bad beat to her at the final table. And there was one other lady, Faraz Jaka student, who was there too, but she was so small stacked. Whoever won that hand between X Tracy and I would have made it. And then X Tracy cashed in that main event too. So
love it.
props to
And
her.
John Robertson, who's hung out with us in Spaces, he's from the Indianapolis area. He was partaking in some of the Benz competitions, and
Okay.
Software Brian, my former co-host, he and his daughter were partaking in some of the events with Benz, and J9 was, which is another good friend of mine from Spokane. But yeah, I could not believe how much slack, like negative stuff came at him when he was doing all that. Like poker players ruin everything. Like here you have this guy putting out tens of thousands of
He
dollars
put
to
in a
give,
lot of money. Yeah.
yeah, to give people opportunities that they may not have ordinarily. And somehow people found a way to hate him for it. I'm like, are you people stupid? Like, if you don't like what he's doing or you don't even like him, just be quiet. Like, be quiet. Like, why are you tapping the glass from this guy that's dishing out tens of thousands of dollars to give people opportunity in the world of poker? Like, are you stupid? I just could never understand it.
Yeah, so I continue to debate the main event. We'll see. I probably, like every year, will debate, and then not do it. But
I
but
hear
that
you.
was my one point when I was close. I do have a college buddy who I saw at the World Series. I think that year too. His plan, which is a good one, is every year he enters a satellite into the main event. Like he puts in a
Well, and
thousand or something, and then he has, I guess, one out of every 3 years or so gotten a seat through that satellite, and that's
love it.
probably a system that I should do. Is
I
like,
think that's a great way to go about it. Karen Chess did it last year, or the year before. She won a satellite into the main event. I think it's a great way to do it for sure. I've definitely won satellites into big events before, and there's a sense of accomplishment too when you win that seat and you gain it. Gain that seat by winning it. There's definitely a sign of or a sense of accomplishment, and it's a proud moment.
and I think everything main event wise is softer. So whether it's the satellite or the main event, it's the biggest field with anyone and everyone. So those of us who play a lot should have an advantage. Well, we'll see what I do.
I definitely agree with you there. I'm going to pivot for a minute,
Sure.
and I am going to make a couple of announcements, and I'm going to turn it over to Joey for his coaching corner.
Okay.
First of all, um, don't forget the TDA Summit is at the Poker Go Studio, June 29th and 30th. If you want to attend, check out Matt Savage's Twitter account or any of his social media, and you can find the link to sign up. Again, that's at the Poker Go Studio, June 29th and 30th. The National Chess Open Championship is going on right now through the 14th of June. And of course, Ben, Karen's husband, is there as a grandmaster, and there's lots of chess to be played. If you're into that kind of thing, that's over at the Westgate. Also, be reminded Joe's Express is operating again this year. Our friend Joe Marengo has a service that he provides in Las Vegas. He'll give you a ride, he'll pick up stuff at the store and bring it to you wherever you're staying. He'll pick you up at the airport and drop you off wherever you're staying. And if you get him a list of stuff for the grocery store, when he picks you up at the airport, he'll bring your stuff with you. So when he drops you off at the hotel or Airbnb, you have your groceries already. So that's quite a service. He also will do laundry service. His hours currently are 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. and then 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. because he does have a full-time job as well. I have used him. Many of us have used him. And yeah, and he's easy to get a hold of. And, unless he's got another rider at the moment, he's there, Johnny, on the spot for sure. And I'm going to tell you, I see 2 a.m. as his limit this year, but he has picked me up probably at 3 or 4 a.m. He's like, I got you, I'm coming. So I can't recommend him enough. Joe Marengo, check out his social media. If you can't figure it out, just DM me and I'll get you the information. All right, let's move on. And Joey's going to tell us about the download he's going to give us, and then he's going to give us our poker lesson of the day. Welcome, Joey.
Hello, Sherry. We gotta love technology, don't we?
I know. I was like, oh, he's on the IT trail right now, trying to get back in here.
It's not bad because this is day number 20 that we've been doing this, and it only
Right.
happened once to me, and I still made it on, so it doesn't count.
Right on, brother. Right on. Go right ahead, buddy. It's all you.
Okay, so today's topic is confidence is quiet. And I wrote this chapter of the 30-Day Poker Coach in tribute to the Foxens, Alex and Christy. So let me read it and you'll understand why. Poker is full of loud confidence. The table talkers, the pot slammers, the chest puffers, the players who need everybody to know they are fearless. But a lot of that is theater. Real confidence usually looks calmer. Quiet confidence does not need constant proof. It does not need to chase every pot to feel alive. It does not need to defend itself every time another player gets aggressive. It does not need applause when a bluff works or excuses when a hand goes wrong. Quiet confidence is rooted. It knows what it knows, and it stays available under pressure. Now that matters because poker constantly pokes at identity. Bad beats make you feel stupid. Card dead stretches make you feel invisible. Aggressive players can tempt you into proving you are not weak. This is exactly where fake confidence makes its entrance. It starts taking bad spots because it wants to send a message. It confuses performance with strength. Quiet confidence is different. It can fold a hand without shame. It can wait an hour without feeling small. It can bet thinly without needing validation. It can take a beat without turning the next orbit into therapy. I have always respected the player who loses a tough pot, stacks their chips neatly, takes a breath, and goes right back to observing. No speech, no drama, no need to announce that they are fine. And that kind of calm is hard to fake. This does not mean that quiet confidence is passive. It can still attack hard. It can still bluff, pressure, and punish. The difference is that the actions come from clarity, not insecurity. It is not trying to be seen as strong. It is just making the right play. One of the best questions you can ask yourself mid-session is this: am I acting from confidence or from the need to look confident? And those are two very different energies. One is stable. The other is fragile and expensive. A quietly confident player can get bluffed and still stay centered. They can lose a flip and remain sharp. They can sit in uncertainty without flinching. That is a huge edge in a game where emotional noise destroys so many people. At the table, the strongest person is not often the loudest. It is the one who remains grounded while everyone else keeps trying to prove something. I like to think of it as silent but deadly, right? I mean, that's like the best case scenario we could be. No ego, no emotions about the individual hands, just staying like true to our balance, true to our keel. Nobody to prove. Well, yeah, nobody to prove but us, anything to but ourselves. The Foxens are perfect role models for this. You never see them flaunt anything in anybody's face. They scoop pots, and every once in a while, you might get a little smirk out of them because they're patting themselves on the back. Internally, they're smiling, and that smile might peep through. Talk about being in your flow state, about it not being about knocking anybody else's ego down, just about being the best version of ourselves and making the best decision. information, but the imperfect information that we have on hand. let me tell you something. I've been guilty, especially when I used to drink and play poker, or if I'm having fun with my friends, of being that loudmouth, and karma comes back and just stabs me in the back every single time. There's a way to do things with class, my friends, and that's the higher road to take. And that is today's lesson.
What a great lesson. Thank you. And, um, when you were talking, what come to my mind is I think about the player that's really quiet at the table. I mean, it's a prime example. The people that are loud and doing all this, what I call ego driven talk most of the time. Um, and if you just think about that one person that's sitting quietly at the table, you have no clue of what they're up to or what they're about to do or not do. Why? Because they're just quietly playing. And so you have to observe them extra carefully to really pick up on what they're doing, right? Where it's kind of easy when people keep talking through their ego to pick up what they're, laying down, so to speak.
100%, and listen, sometimes that's part of their game, and like there are some people that are really, really good at putting their table on tilt or extracting information out of them, right? And there are places for stuff like that. I mean, needling happens, but
AKA Cabrillo.
yes, 100%.
AKA Cabrillo. Yeah, absolutely. And we all know you can think of people, Maurice Hawkins. You can even say D Neggs, right? Because he's fishing for information with his table talk as well. And so, you know, Phil Hellmuth, there's many.
Yeah, there are 100%, and but it's those silent killers. They're the ones, like you said, it's the one that we didn't hear a peep out of all night. That's the one we really have to worry about.
And now you're in a big hand and you're like, wait, who's this guy? Where did he come from? Oh, he's been there the whole time?
I know. People just don't know the homework that some players put in to get to that point, or they just don't know the person's history. It's just there's so many levels to it. It's just unbelievable. But it's definitely the higher road to take, and it is proven over and over again that the universe just rewards it over and over again.
Right. So tell us what your lesson tomorrow is.
So tomorrow we are going to talk about study away from the table, away from the table. So we've talked a lot about poker, but what about behind the scenes, which has to do with building that foundation that we bring to the table?
Love it. And now tell us how to download your free copy of Poker Dance.
Yes, because there's only one more day left, and that's tomorrow.
Right
so
on.
I will. So back up for anybody that's listening for the first time. So I've been an author since I was 22 years old. Started writing. I mean, I wrote technical stuff. Like I literally wrote like an idiot's guide to how to purchase auto insurance, because that's what I knew. I was in the auto insurance business. So I wrote, that was like my first book. And then I wrote a book about some crazy trauma that went into my life and yada, yada, yada. I've been writing my whole life. But I never wrote about poker until the last couple of years because, who am I? I'm not any kind of expert. And I'm thinking, even though I had all these years of experience, and then I started to realize that I do know a lot about poker because poker is a reflection of life. And a lot of the lessons that we learn in life they're grounded in some ancient philosophy really apply to poker. And I pulled this one out of my ass, Sherry. I really did, because this was the one that I was just being creative, and I wrote this book called The Poker Dance. And I'm overwhelmed with the people in the poker world, and I can't share who they are, but I will one day because they want to work with me with this. But really, really big names, my idols coming up to me and saying, and I didn't even know they did it. Joey, I downloaded your book, or I bought the hard copy, and I don't know what you did here, but it's something. And it's called The Poker Dance. And for Chevy's listeners, I'm making it free on Kindle until tomorrow, and I will put the link in this chat. Just click on it. You need the Kindle app, which is free. You download it from your store, and then you'll have it on your phone. And if you are like me and like to read actual books, buy a hard copy. I'll sign it. I give most of the money away anyway to charities, so it's not like a selfish thing here. I'm just trying to leave the universe a little bit better than I found it.
And guess what? Even if it was a selfish thing, you have the right to write a book and make some money. So we appreciate you letting us download for free for sure. And he'll put that link in the chat for us. So thank you for that lesson and that free download, Joey. Appreciate you.
You got it.
Good stuff here on a Saturday morning. We're learning together, people. Learning, learning, learning. All right, let me talk about a couple of things and then we're going to move on. First of all, we have a picture contest going on. Put together like 2 posters of pictures, a collage on each one. And what you have to do is identify who's in the picture. And there are some special instructions for a few of the pictures, but you have to identify each picture, who's in it, what's in it, but look for those special instructions on the post. We are giving away 3 ACR tickets. Thank you to Katie Lindsay and ACR. We have 3 tickets to give away, a $22 ticket for first, $16.50 ticket for second, and I want to say it's $11 ticket for third, but I could be remembering that wrong. And guess what? All you got to do is be the person that identified the most pictures in those 2 collages. You need to send me your list, DM me your list, text me your list, email me your list, however you know how to get a hold of me. Send me your list of guesses, and guess that whoever guesses the most pictures correctly, identifies the most pictures correctly, will get get a ticket, second place, third place. So doesn't cost you anything, folks. So get me your lists. I hope you think it's fun. I try to throw some curveballs in there to make it not so easy. And maybe I'll even give a hint tomorrow for one of the pictures. I guess you'll have to tune in for a hint tomorrow, maybe. That may be kind of fun to give a hint. But yeah, send me your guesses, folks. Monday at noon is the deadline. Also, want to give a little shout out to Carrie Jane Craigie, who's the director of the card room over at the Hippodrome Casino in London. She put together a ladies poker package for me to give away. It is for ladies weekend in October. It is for 1 ticket to the boot camp, supper included, as well as a €300 seat into the ladies event. Does not include transportation, does not include lodging, excuse me. Strictly a poker package. So please, ladies, figure out a way to get tickets into it. We gave some away yesterday, although those 2 ladies may be disqualified if they don't answer my text messages. I sent them 2 messages yesterday. They've ignored both. So, ladies, if you want your tickets, you better respond to my text messages or I'm going to disqualify you. I just don't have time to mess around with nonsense. So, and by the way, when I say nonsense, I mean someone not responding to a DM. Okay. Another way ladies can win 3 tickets is tuning in next Friday to the space. And then, of course, you can win 10 tickets by attending the meetup game, ladies. And again, please be sure you're going to be going to London October because we don't want the package not to be used. And it's not transferable. So there we go. I'm so excited we can give that away. I see Aaron down there. Aaron, if you'd like to join us on the panel, I usually don't call out people in the audience, but just request a microphone. We'd love to have you on the panel always. He's going to join us Monday for an interview here in the space, so we'll look forward to that. But you are certainly welcome to join the panel now. The IT in spaces is acting crazy these days. It is far better for you to request a mic than me to try to send one. I don't know why. I don't know what changes they made, but it's annoying. All right, let's go back to Papa Poker. When are you going back to Vegas, buddy?
All right, I got a work trip to Denver this week, and then my flight back from the work trip, I'm flying to Vegas. I'm not flying home. So I will be
Yes.
there Friday. I'm looking at the $720 event at the Golden Nugget because you can sort of enter a flight late on Friday. And then I think there's a $500 over the weekend at the WSOP. So gearing up for 1 week from today, I'll be doing some Vegas tournaments.
I love it. I love it. Now, for those of you that are in this space, and I already know the answer from Karen and Brandon, sorry. If you plan to go to the meetup game, after the meetup game, a bunch of us go out for dinner. So if you want to go out for dinner with us, let me know.
Absolutely. We will track all of that because that's 1 week later, right? So I have to make sure that I
The
can get back
26th.
1 week later. I am not tracking Father's Day properly. Someone just mentioned it to me yesterday when I was getting my haircut. So I guess that's in 1 week is Father's Day. So need to work all of this into the schedule, but absolutely trying to make it to the meetup game in 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's hard to believe it's 2 weeks. It's starting to freak me out. But
Yeah, it's right
anyway,
around the corner.
here we are.
So did you
Here we
see
are.
this? Nathan Gamble won the bracelet in PLO 8, and like he is now the number one as far as cashes in PLO 8, as well as like bracelets in PLO 8. And they interviewed him and asked him why he thinks that is. And he said, back in the day online, he used to play PLO 8 all the time. Now the game can't be found online. And he thinks he just has more reps at the game, more knowledge than anybody else. But congratulations to Nathan Gamble. I watched some of that in the stream over the past 24 hours, and he just kept winning hands and knowing what to do. So very impressive.
It is very impressive and fun to watch. And, more people are calling for mixed games, right? Mixed games, mixed games, mixed games. And, they have definitely added some variations last year and this year. So they hear you, people. I think they're definitely hearing you. And I also think other casinos are hearing you because a lot of other casinos are also adding those mixed games to their schedules and doing a fine job. I mean, you just finished the mixed game festival at the Bellagio for the last 2 weeks, which is, pardon me, that's awesome. You have 2 weeks of mixed games. Like, come on. And then, of course, Alan Kessler and his Kessler mixed games have been over at the Caesars as well as wasn't at Planet Hollywood before they closed that back up. But,
Sherry,
I
do you
love
play a
it.
lot of mixed or?
I play none.
Okay.
No, you're talking to the wrong one. I play none.
So I'm right there with you. Is I play zero, and then one of my goals, whatever. Now that I'm in this poker community, I really want a bracelet, and I keep starting to think, you know what? It's easier to get a bracelet if you're playing these mixed games. You look at the numbers on the
Well,
field; it's way less. Obviously, there's all of these luck, and the hand has to go your way from time to time. And if there's less people in the field, it's probably better to focus on mixed.
yeah, and a lot of people have that mindset. A lot of people have that mindset that, hey, I'm going to play the numbers game and I'm going to, learn this game because there are less people in those tournaments. And I also see that as building those numbers, right? So those numbers I think are going to be like, years ago was no limit. There was how many people in the main event? 30
Right.
people in the main event. And now we have 10,000 in the main event. And I see that evolving for the mixed games. I see that happening. Like people are just gravitating. Go ahead, Joey. And I got your DM. Thank you, Joe.
You got it. So, as a traditional, as far as tournaments go, no limit hold'em player, but somebody that also grew up and, playing 7 card stud and 5 card drawer, because we never knew No Limit Hold'em when I was a kid.
Right.
I can say this. It gives your heart a little bit of a rest because you're never all in like in the beginning, okay? And God knows we need that sometimes. For those of us that have ADHD, it plays right into that because just as we're about to get bored, the game changes. So it's really,
Right.
and it's a very sophisticated field. So it's just, and I honestly feel when I show up, I feel like I'm Johnny Depp showing up to church or something when I show up, okay? Because I have my hat,
Fish out
I'm
of
wearing
water.
eyeliner and shit at these events, okay?
Fish out of water. Fish out of
Right.
water.
Exactly. But I'll tell
That's
you,
hilarious.
they will at first they will look at you as if like, what are you doing? You don't belong here. But after a few hands, they'll take you under their wing, and the mixed players are very friendly, and they like to educate because they want to grow the mixed games, so they embrace us. And you know what? We're the fish at the table in the beginning, which is fine. But it is a very enjoyable experience. You can enter any. I mean, while you're in town, just go over to the Orleans because you could play one for like $200 or like 250, 300, and you will be hooked for life. I'm telling you right now.
Well, and
And
I truly
it's
believe in the baptism by fire. I mean, that's what I did with the pineapple games. When I found out Westgate had crazy pineapple, I was like, yes, I can go play. I think it was $55, $70. I don't even remember. I could go play a new variation of poker, get baptism by fire, get seat time playing the game. Like there's no poker lesson that's going to be, valuable for $70 as that poker lesson. So I'm all about it. And when I start to, I really want to play Raz. And when I get serious, because I just don't have time to get serious about it right now. When I get serious about it, believe me, I'm going to invest in those lower, $250, $300 Raz tournaments. Why? Because it's baptism by fire. You can't get a better lesson than doing it live, in my opinion.
right, 100%. And as a woman player, if I was you, I would reach out to Jeannie David, right? Women's
Right,
Poker Hall of Fame inductee last year,
right,
nicknamed the Queen of Mixed Games, who is a staple at the Orleans, and just say, "Can you? I want to come down and play Raz. Can you give me a 15-minute pointer before and hold my hand?" And because she's done this for me, and
right,
she's very giving that way. And there's a lot of them. I mean, when Miami John was with us, he was the same way.
right.
They're very, very giving community. They really are, and they will embrace you. I trust
Great
you. They'll trust me.
suggestions. Yeah,
Yeah.
I met her and I have spoken with her and uh yeah, I 100% would reach out to her for sure. And of course, as far as Raz is concerned, our pal Fats is a very good Raz player as well. So there's definitely people I can reach out to. I just have to find the time so I can devote because I'm one of those people, like many of you guys are, and ladies, that when I dive into it, like 100%, I have to have the time because when I dive in, it's going to be all or nothing. Like we're going. So, hey Barry, what's up, buddy?
Good morning. Thanks for having me again. Great
You
job.
bet. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I think I had to Google the term. It's called a logical fallacy. When these guys are chasing bracelets, it's not so much the smaller the field, the easier it is. Because when they have all these mixed events and you have all these savants playing,
I know. I'm
every
with you.
every way you turn your head, there's another killer. And so it's far from easy, even if it's a 50-player field,
I agree
as
with you.
opposed to 800.
I agree. Look at Ari Engels in that field every time. He
Yeah,
can
look,
be at a, you know.
and look at Shulman. He bounces between 100Ks and
Yeah,
1500s.
I was
yeah,
just about to say the
Shulman,
same thing. He took a break from the 100K tournaments to play at 1500 and won a
and
bracelet.
then took it down, didn't he? It's crazy. How you doing, Brandon?
Good. I got a question if you have a minute.
Please go right
My
ahead, buddy.
spaces were glitching when you were doing your recap of the tournaments, but I thought you said that at Golden Nugget there's a $55 turbo that has a $17 rake. Is that correct?
No. That's at the Westgate.
Oh,
But
what?
yes,
Okay, that's like almost 50%.
yeah,
That's crazy.
that's
I just wanted to make sure I heard you right because
yep.
I because it
It
was kind
was.
of
Let me
with.
go back. Let me pull it back up. So it's a $50, $55 no limit with a $45 add-on, and that is a $16 rake.
Wow, that's that's pretty bad.
So now I will pay that. I'm going to tell you, I will go over there if I can find time at 3:05 in an afternoon while I'm in Vegas. I will go play their $70 crazy pineapple tournament with with a $30, excuse me, $30 add-on. Why? Because I want to play crazy pineapple. I want the seat time playing Crazy Pineapple. And I know the rake sucks. It's going to be $15 rake, but I want to play Crazy Pineapple live. And where else am I going to do it? Well, South Point has it now too, but their tournaments are a little higher priced, and I'm still doing it for a poker lesson. Their Crazy Pineapple tournament is $120 at South Point. Oh.
Crazy pineapple. You get 3 cards, and after the flop, you discard one. Is that the game I'm thinking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then there's another one, Lazy Pineapple, which I played I want to say the last time I was in Vegas with the Green Visor guys. It may have been the time before. Um, they played Lazy, Lazy Pineapple. And that is you don't discard a card. You keep all three.
Oh, you get to keep all 3 till the end.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But only two play, of course. So yeah. And that's a fun tournament too. But for me, it's like for that price, I can just go play and learn a new poker game. Like I'm in. I'm
Yeah, I
in.
guess the rake. Like you said, where else are you gonna play pineapple besides Vegas? So at that point, you're spending your money on entertainment value, right? So I guess
Right.
the rake doesn't really make a big difference there, but
You have to know your reasons why you're doing it, right? And in my
right.
case, I don't have anywhere to play here in Georgia, let alone pineapple, crazy pineapple. So it's just about there's an opportunity I can take. I just have to suck it up as far as the rake is concerned.
Yeah, just think of what I would do is just think of it as entertainment value.
Yeah. Go ahead, ASG. Welcome, buddy.
Yeah, so I just wanted to go back to the mixed game thing. Yeah, as Barry said, yeah, small fields are often because everybody there really knows how to play the games a lot better. Like the
Hell yeah.
ratio of amateurs just is much lower. Also, since if you're talking about not pot limit games, your variance is way down, so you can't really get lucky and win as much. Although you still need to, get hands quickly because with the blinds going up, I'd say the last I played a horse tournament, I got like HO in one round, RS in another round, EH in another. Like it, you're definitely, at least in my experience, not even getting to all the games in one level.
Right.
And yeah, and as far as the people, at least personally in my experience, the tournaments are decent, but the cash games those are the most miserable people I ever played with.
And that's such a shame, isn't it? It's such a shame, but I appreciate you and Barry bringing up the fact that, yeah, people play want to get involved with the smaller fields, but the competition is tough because a lot of the old, so to speak, or former, no limit players that are very good no limit players now just only play mixed games and play the no limit games very rarely. Those fields are tough. I'm glad you guys brought that up. Love that. Definitely have to think about that.
I saw something about Nick Schulman as the first player to win a bracelet in No Limit, Omaha, draw game, a stud game, and now a mixed game. So
Oh,
that guy's pretty
oh,
damn good.
yeah,
He has a very wide range of games he can play very well.
yeah, he is very good player. I mean, kudos to him, and he keeps on ticking down down the line. And we love to see it. Like he is. Go ahead.
No, I said good commentator too.
Yeah, I love him in the booth. I'm going to tell you, I'm struggling to listen to some of the ones in the booth right now, for sure.
Yeah,
I want
people are
to. I
joking around.
want.
Oh, why you got to keep winning, Nick, so that you're not in the booth?
Yeah, I like him and Ali in the booth. I do. I love them in the booth, especially if they've been drinking a little bit or whatever, partaking. Um, they're just fun in the booth. Like it's hilarious. Because let's face it, poker can be boring most of the time to watch. We're all waiting for the big moments, the big hands. And so they fill in the spots and then they also know when to be quiet. Some of the folks don't know when to be quiet.
I know poker can be boring. I still struggle, and it was interesting that Jeff Platt said that they're shipping all of this feed for the WSOP to
Oh my
Korea.
God, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Yeah, they're shipping it to South Korea. That's why everything's delayed. Like, this is your biggest customer in the world. Time of year, the WSOP in Las Vegas. You and your crew should be in Las Vegas. Like, I'm not sure what the thinking is there, but that crew should be in Las Vegas doing these feats.
Yeah, it's definitely was shocking to me. I get that, hey, it might be cheaper to do overseas and everybody in Korea knows poker, but it was shocking that it went there. And obviously, I think we'd be fine if it was an hour delay and it was going back and forth to Korea. And I
Yes.
know some people have theorized that some of this GTO Wizards stuff and adding on some of those features, obviously the table hopping is part of this delay. It's like, I'd rather have no table hopping and just give me a table. I'd take the boring, but it was an
Well,
interesting
what
quote
time? Well,
from
what
Jeff.
time of day is it in South Korea right now? Because I think that is messing us up as far as when the broadcasts are happening too, is because they have to take into consideration South Korea time
Yeah,
and the
it's
employees over
maybe
there.
it's 12 hours from the East Coast, so then it's 9 hours from Nevada time. But it's like the exact opposite. So right now, if it's essentially almost 1 p.m., it's 1 a.m. right now. So later in the day, it should be daytime. Like a lot of this coverage is starting at what, 4 o'clock? So it should be daytime there or
Yeah,
something
four
like that.
o'clock. No, 4 o'clock our time or
So that would
Vegas
be
time.
7 p.m. East Coast, so then it's like 7 a.m. in Korea.
Right. And I don't know what time their schedules are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that part of the issue with the timing of things is the fact that we're taking into consideration the South Korean time.
Yeah, there's definitely, obviously, it's something new. And then Jeff's like, well, it's got to go to Korea. And we're like, well, why is it taking so long before these hands are back on the air? So very
Yeah, it's
interesting.
crazy. But you know what? It's the first year that they're all doing it. And guess what? They got to work out the buds, and we just have to be patient enough. I mean, we kind of got spoiled because Poker Go got it down to a science, and we liked that science. And now we're like going back a few years with the coverage, and we don't like it. And it's okay. They'll bring it along. I want to remind everybody that Aaron is going to be with us on Monday for an interview. Looking forward to that. And newsflash, Nikki Limo is going to join us on Thursday. Looking forward to that as well. So you guys got the news here first. Let's talk about the Hall of Fame, shall we? And I'm a little confused because they put out an announcement about the Hall of Fame and the nominations porthole being open that you can go and submit nominees for the Hall of Fame. Then all of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky yesterday, they put out an announcement that they're changing the rules. Now, to me, it's like one hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing. You can't go from, hey, here, the portal's open, start nominating people to, hey, wait a minute, we've changed the rules. Now, what happens to those people that already nominated somebody? Do they get to go back and change their nominations? So, I know you can submit multiple people for nomination. So I don't know. I'm just a little bit discouraged that there was a change in rules after they already started the process. Um, And I think is a bird's eye view into the confusion. I don't even know if it's confusion. One hand doesn't know what the other hands do. I don't even know what to call it. What do you guys think?
Not saying he wasn't deserving, but they just make the rules up as they go. If they just put Grinder in last year, you know, because he had a great summer. Like, I'm not saying he's not deserving, but they just, yeah, we'll put him in right now. Like, they just change the rules on the go, so they
Well,
just do
and I
whatever they
talked
want.
about that a little. Yeah, I talked about that a little bit yesterday. And anybody that's been around knows that I was not a happy camper, that every rule was broken last year to put Grinder in. And that to me is never a good look, because I have to look at you as an operator, as someone I can trust to do the right thing, go by the right rule, or by your own rules. Go by your own rules that you put in place, that you hold us accountable to go by. And they threw him all out the window and inducted him. Yes, he's deserving. It's not even about Grinder. It's about the process. And I get it. I get why you bring it up for sure. But let me go ahead. Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, I don't think anything changed from announcing the change the day after opening up the nominations. I think the changes was mainly in the voting and the process. So it doesn't matter whether you nominate Kermit the Frog. It's just it's the voting to the 33 people that are voting. You got to get 22 votes, and I think up to, just the way the math works, up to 6 people might make it,
Right.
but definitely one. So it just doesn't matter just because the nomination process was open the day before yesterday, and yesterday they announced changes. I don't think there's a difference.
Well, for me, it's just the fact that it's miscaboobled. Like, when you announce something, it should be like, this is what we're doing, let's go. And not a day later announcing that there's been changes, that now up to 6 people can be inducted. Let me just read the changes so that we're all on the same page. So, big changes to how the Poker Hall of Fame is decided. Public nominates players over age of 40. Top 8 make the final list. 33 living Hall of Fame members vote, up to 4 votes each. 2/3 majority equals automatic induction. If no majority, highest vote getter gets in. Up to 6 players inducted per year. Cast your vote now. That was the WSOP's announcement yesterday. And again, for me, it was, we're doing it this way one day and we're changing it to this way another day, which just is an indicator to me that everybody is scrambling to do things, because new people have new jobs and new people are doing, things they hadn't done in years past. So they're trying to figure out how it was done, if we're doing it the same, or, so it's just an indicator to me that more's going on behind the scenes than we think. And we do need to be more patient, is my point. Go ahead, ASG.
Well, the patience thing, I don't think this changes like the nomination process, because it's just, the top 8 nominees is who the finalists are that they're voting on. The only thing I would say is they say up to 6, but the only way 6 people would get in, they're practically, yeah, you'd have to collude on your votes, because basically all the people would have to perfectly vote for the exact, like, have the exact amount of votes to have the 2/3. So like basically one person would vote for these 4, one person would vote for these 2 and these 2, one, like, and then it would perfectly line up that 6 people would get in. So like 6 people aren't ever getting in. I'll just say that 6 people aren't ever getting in. Now you might have uh, likely 2 to 3, maybe even 4. 5, I'd say, would be ultra rare, and 6 just is never going to happen.
I think it's going to be 2 or 3. Honestly, I think it's going to end up being 2 or 3, which I'm all about. Like, I think the standard should be no less than 2, but that's just me. Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, the only reason why they said maximum 6 was because 33 people get 4 votes is 132 votes. 22, you need 22 times 6 is 132. So,
Exactly. So you'd have to perfectly have the exact amount
Oh,
of votes.
correct.
what ASG would make sense. They each only get 4 votes.
Yeah,
Yes.
33 people get 4 votes is
Okay,
132 votes. To get 6, would have to fall perfect, and you could get 6.
okay. I didn't
But
understand what ASG was saying. Like, I was like, why couldn't they get 6? But if each person only gets 4 votes, yeah, that makes sense now.
and you got to get 22 votes to get in. So 6 people could get 22 votes, but that ain't happening.
But they'd all have to collude together to get 6 people in, like ASG was
Basically,
saying.
nobody could get 23 votes and 6 people get in.
Right? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And
Go ahead, Joey.
not like collusion in poker has never happened before. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, so I like it for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's similar to what they do with the Baseball Hall of Fame. And now that we will have years where we do have 3 inductees, most likely, if we go on 5 or 6 years, I mean, look at the voting pool, how much it increases. So then it really could be mathematically easier for us to have 6 in a year within the next like half a decade. But for the first year, right, it has to be perfect. But it's setting the stage for the future. The only other thing that I would love to see is for them to have categories. Like, why should Matt Savage have to compete against Mike the Mouth? You know what I mean? Like, that's the only other thing that maybe they'll enhance one day is have industry role model category.
Well,
That would be amazing.
there is one of the let me read it to you. One of the it says like in the qualifications, so to speak, the very last one is shaped the game for non-players, contributed to the overall growth and success of the game of poker with in indelible, positive and lasting results. So that's where all of your industry people will fall in under that, so to speak. And I was happy to hear that Jeff said in the announcement yesterday on TV on the broadcast that they are going to make public the voting. So we're going to know who voted for who, which I like that
no,
transparency.
I
No,
don't think
no.
that's what it.
Yeah, you're going to
Just the
know the
number of
Oh,
percentage,
votes.
not who voted for who. You're going to
Yeah,
get,
just the
oh,
number of votes.
yeah.
got it. Okay, thank you for that clarification.
Is it going to be like the Baseball Hall of Fame where the voters, if they want to make their votes public, they can?
Yeah, probably. But also,
Thank you.
when Joey's saying it's not going to be, at least in my opinion, easier when more people get in because it's 22 votes now because it's the criteria is 2/3. So it's 22 votes now because that's what 2/3 is
Of
uh,
33.
of 33. So when you get more people in, it's going to be 25 votes. So it's not going to get like easier to get in when there's more living members.
Yeah, that map doesn't change.
Sherry, you know what? I was thinking about this, and I think you'll appreciate this. The older players, I can't wait to watch their brains melt next year when Kristen Foxen gets in and Alex Foxen doesn't. I see a lot of the older guys; they're just going to melt down. I already see it happening.
Well, and I don't think so. I think she stands on her own merit. I don't think it's her versus him. Um, and I don't think it's the old guys either. I take homage in making that kind of statement as well.
Yeah, that's unfair. You know the exact type of person I'm talking about. The guys that I play poker with that think that women shouldn't be playing poker.
Well,
They
and
should
there's a
be.
lot of young men that think that as well.
Well, that's true. I just
It's not age. I'm just going to tell you, it's the discrimination against women in poker is not based on a person's age that is doing that. Unfortunately, it's across all walks of life, and hopefully, it continues to get better. But it is what it is, right? It is
Also,
what it
next
is.
year, Kristen Fox will be 40 and Alex will be 36. So
oh yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Anybody else have any other comments about the Hall of Fame?
Who do we think gets in this year? Deeb?
Okay, I'm just going to tell you like it is. I will now be submitting names. Now that these changes have come down the pipeline, I will be submitting names. And you know damn well, one of the names I'm going to submit is John Sanuda.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
You can count on that. And you can also count on the fact I'm going to submit Matt Savage. And I'll probably submit 4. I'll probably submit 4. And I think Kathy Liebert would probably be the third. And honestly, it's hard for me to believe that the magician and Mike DeMouth are not in the Hall of Fame. Like, it's crazy to me. So my fourth may be one of them. And that's no disrespect for Deep. I just don't think because someone turns 40, they're entitled to be inducted or nominated. That's just my opinion. Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, I outlasted Fat Deeb in the 1500 horse this year and last year.
Okay, no
He
fat
does.
Barry
He
shaming. Come
doesn't.
on.
Barry
He
Levy
doesn't.
Hall of Fame
He does.
2026. Let's
He
go.
doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. He's got to step up his game.
You're insane. You're crazy. Barry, come on. What is going on?
I love the troll. I love the troll. Papa, what do you think about the Hall of Fame? Who are you going to nominate if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Chrissy, obviously. So I guess Chrissy's in there. And
Chrissy's next.
No. She's not old
Chrissy's a
enough.
year away. Okay,
Yeah.
then I guess I'll follow you with Magic. Antonio, I just love everything he's done. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm putting my vote.
I
And
just,
obviously, I'm now pre-planning Chrissy for a year away. That's right. She's December birthday. We just learned from Lexi the other day. So sounds good.
right. Just a hint for those that are going to be turning in a list of guesses for the picture contest. Somebody with sunglasses just appeared. You know, it may be somebody on that poster. I mean, he
That,
may just be one of
that was
those.
probably one of the only ones I could get.
Just saying, people, especially your newbies, you may not know his name, but I mean, he's here. I'm just giving you a little hint on that one for you newbies. You're welcome. Joey, any comments about the Hall of Fame, buddy?
Yeah. What do you think ChatGPT would say if you asked ChatGPT who would you nominate? Anybody have any idea?
Oh, I love it. I love the question. What
Yeah.
they say.
So it's running right now, and here comes with thinking, including a list of 8. Now it's down to, so it's the first choice is, here we go. It's coming up right now. Number 1, Matt Savage. Number 2, Ted Forrest. Number 3, Isa Scheinberg. Number 4, Kathy Liebert. Number 5, Mike Matusow. Number 6, Miami John. Number 7, Phil Goffin. And number 8, Sean Deeb. Interesting.
I told you.
I love it. I love it. That is so amazing. And you know, Matt Savage, that is so funny because you know he has been recently tweeting about it and putting it on social media. So that the AI is probably picking up on that too. That is so funny. I love it. That's hilarious.
Well, as long as everybody else is saying who they're picking, I'll be definitely doing Matt Savage and definitely doing Scott Seaver and
Good one. Good one.
yeah, probably Phil Galfon.
Another good one. All right. How about your choices, Barry?
Yeah, Miami John, Matt Savage, the old timers that are never going to get in 10 years time. They won't even be on the list.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, Brandon, who's your list?
You guys are crazy. He's not saying Sean D. He has 8 bracelets. I mean, I know Barry, you have a beef with Sean D, but he's got to be on the list. He has to.
Okay, who
And
else?
Miami John,
Okay.
and I think Mike Matusow, And Matt Savage has to make it. Like, he deserved to be in a while ago.
Yep.
That would be my 4.
I'm gonna say this
I
list
agree.
is rigged if somehow Bill Smith ends up as a finalist again. I don't know who's voting for this guy. Every time he's on the finalist list and people goes, "Who's Bill Smith?"
We definitely did it last year. I remember. We were like, who is this guy?
How many
Jim?
how many nominations is an individual person allowed to put in?
It's either 3 or 4. I'd have to look.
Yeah. I don't remember. Joey, did you give us your list, buddy?
So it's definitely Matt Savage number 1, Miami John number 2, and Mike Mattisau number 3. I don't have a 4th. I'm still working on
All
that
right.
one. But those are, yeah. And I totally agree with Barry saying, if we don't get the old timers in, these newbies have no idea who they
Yep.
are, and they will be forgotten forever.
Yep.
Also, just because people might not be as familiar with him, so I just want to bring up Eastside is the reason why anybody who has a full tilt account got paid any money. Okay, so just wanted to bring that up.
That's right. He rescued everybody from the full tilt debacle. All right, Matt, how are you, pal? Do you have some picks for the Poker Hall of Fame?
Yes, well, good evening from the UK, and good morning to all of you over there. How y'all doing here? Keeping okay?
Doing well, thank you, Matt.
Excellent. Yeah, I've just been listening to your picks for the Poker Hall of Fame. Now, you know me, Sherry, on your US sports side of things, I'm always a neutral supporter. But I definitely agree with one of your suggestions with Matt Savage. He definitely deserves the plaudits for what he's been doing and for poker in general as well.
Absolutely. He's done so much in the world of poker. And he's Towley. I mean, how can we not give Towley the nomination and the nod? Come on, people. Be epic. I can present him with another towel. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. You know what? I just realized what I did, you guys. When I read out those tournaments earlier, that was yesterday's schedule. Yeah. So don't go by any
Come
of those
on,
schedules.
Sherry. Gee.
Yeah. You know why? Because I had wrote down the Mandalay Bay and Westgate tournaments yesterday, and when I rechecked them today, they were the same. And so I just had my day 18 paper out and I just read all the rest of them from that paper as well. And I just realized I did that. So look it up on Poker Atlas, people, because those were all wrong except the Westgate and the Mandalay Bay. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, thanks, Sherry. I was just going to ask, on the Poker Hall of Fame for the votes, can people from the UK vote as well, do you know?
Yes, absolutely. Any poker from around the world can nominate. You don't vote, you nominate.
Oh.
The only people that vote are the existing members of the Hall of Fame. There are 33 of them. But all of us can nominate whoever we want to nominate. Doesn't matter where you're at in the world. You can nominate who you want to nominate. And then they take those nominations and the top 8 vote getters, or submissions, I should say. The 8 people that were submitted the most times by the public go on the finalist list, and then the 33 members of the Hall of Fame that are still living will vote on those 8 people being inducted. Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, I just read the fine print. Now, I'm not that I'm bragging. I know how to read or anything, but it's only one nomination per valid email. So you can only
I swear to God, it
only
said
nominate
somewhere.
one.
I clicked
I
the plus
swear to
button just
God,
yesterday. There was maybe maybe one submission per valid email, because you could definitely click the plus button on the names and select
yes,
and
somewhere I
enter
saw you can
one name.
nominate more than one. I saw it somewhere. Let me
If
pull up these papers that I printed. Hold on.
if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Just get more emails.
It sounds like a Californian to me.
I did put the link to the submission thing
Thank
in
you.
the chat.
I'm trying to see where. Hold on, give me 1 second to just look at what I printed to see. I swear it must have been on the page because I looked at where you nominate at. It must have been what you're talking about, ASG, that I saw. But somewhere I saw that I was like, oh, you can submit more than one name. And I thought you could last year because I'm pretty sure I submitted more than one name last year.
Yeah, right on that link. I'm clicking. You can click. I'm clicking that plus button, and it just keeps going.
Yeah, I think you could
No, like I'm
submit.
already at 17.
Yeah, I
there's
kept, once you said that, I kept clicking and I'm down to 30 already.
yeah,
So you could probably nominate every single person that ever played poker.
yeah. There you go.
Barry, I'm putting you in there.
That's so funny. Go ahead, Matt.
Sure,
No, I was
Barry's
just going to
over.
say, oh, sorry, thank you for that clarification. Anyway, I appreciate that because I remember this was years ago, I voted for one of the poker players from yesteryear, and it wouldn't let me. It just took me off and said, "Oh, not available in your country" for some reason.
Oh, now I don't, the UK has some strange things that they allow in and out as far as the super highway, the internet super highway. So your country may have it banned as something, that you're not allowed to do. I don't know. I can just tell you that you are supposed to be, it's open to everyone in the world, whether your country allows that porthole or not. I don't know. Portal, not porthole. Portal or not. I don't know. But that's probably a good question for somebody.
Matt,
Not me.
if you go to the chat, I put the link to the submission website. So just click on it and see if you can see if it works
Perfect.
for you.
Good idea. A couple of things, you guys. For those that may have not heard, Ebony Kennedy is no longer an ACR staff member. I guess she left a little while ago, but they finally made an announcement about it. I have asked a couple of times in the last few months, and so finally they made an announcement. She's no longer on staff, and good luck to whatever she does. She worked hard on behalf of ACR for sure, whether you liked her or not, doesn't matter. She is a worker bee for sure, and I had the pleasure of meeting her a couple of summers ago. She was doing a ladies giveaway, and I was one of the lucky recipients of a seat into the ladies WSOP tournament. And there was a group of, I think, about 10 or 12 of us that won seats, and we had lunch with her, and it was delightful. So kudos to her. You know, she's not everybody's cup of tea, and neither am I, and it's okay. So wish her luck, Ebony. Wish you luck. Hope everything is okay. Don't forget, Aaron's going to be an interview on Monday, and Nikki Limo is going to be one on Thursday. Looking forward to both of those. I'm going to go quickly through the WSOP today, and we could talk about that if you guys find something interesting. So at 10 a.m. is event number 34, day 1D of the $500 Colossus. At 11 o'clock is day 2C of the Colossus, and Sung Kim is the chip leader with 2.3 million. And Spunkali, number 24, is in second place with 1.6 million. In it to win it is at number 47 is Jack in the Box with 567K. And Victoria Lipschitz is also still in it to win it. At 12 o'clock, event number 35, final day of the $1,500 pot limit Omaha 8-handed. I don't know what's going on with my throat, but it needs to stop. Jason Zipfel is in first place as our chip leader with 14.3 million. No Folds Given is in second place with 10.1 million. Others in it to win it, Hawk Lee and Michael Estes. There's 2.8 million in the prize pool, 2,581 entries, 15 remain, 441,000 at the top for the winner. Also at 12 p.m. is event number 39, day 2 of the 5K Seniors High Roller. Registration still open. Hayam Torjiman has 1.2 million. Bruno Fitosi has 895,000. Some folks still in it to win it. Marcel Lusk, Hamid Zadi from Atlanta. He's a crusher. And Angela Jordanson, all still in it to win it. Also at 12 o'clock, event number 41, day one of the $250,000 Super High Roller. At 1 p.m. is event number 38, the final day of the 10K seven-handed tournament. There is 1.1 million in the prize pool, 121 runners, 7 remain, 285,000 at the top waiting for the winner. And finally, for our Spaces Fantasy League team, Benny Glazer, the most expensive player we bought, is finally doing something. Sorry, Benny. I just gotta like bark at you a minute. He's our chip leader with 2.2 million in chips. Dong Chen has 2.2 million, and Gus Hansen is in third with 1.3 million. Some folks still in it to win that 10K seven limit. Slow down. The 10K limit, seven-handed tournament. Some that are still in it to win it. Jeremy Osmus, Jesse Lonis, Dylan Smith, and Jerry Wong. Event number 40 is playing at 1 p.m. That's day two of the $1,500 Raz tournament. 688,000 in the prize pool. There are 519 entries. 104 remain in the field, 135,000 waiting at the top for the winner. Dennis Wise is in first place with 354,000. Matthew Grappenthien has 288K. Viva Mexico, who actually is from UK, so we know what he's cheering about, has 286,000. And Brian Rast is still in it. Robert Mizuraki, Big Hooney, and Andrew Barber are still in it to win it. At 2 p.m. is event number 42, day one, 10K Big O tournament. Some winners from yesterday, event number 32 completed. That was the 3K No Limit tournament, 3.4 million in the prize pool, 195 got paid. Omar Zase took home 538K. Gene Balan took home 358,000. I was happy to see him in the winner's circle. Event number
Is that
third,
JRB?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Event number 37 was the $1,500 horse tournament. 1 million in the prize pool. 117 got paid, and of course, congratulations to Nick Schulman, who took first place on 183,000. Clayton Marsden came in second. And our friend Craig Chait, who's visited with us in the space, and I actually interviewed him, cashed. Bart Hansen cashed. Carol Fuchs cashed. Event number 36, which was the $100,000 high roller, 11 million in the prize pool, 18 got paid. Yuri Devsivilich, Devileski, 2.8 million in his purse to take home, because we know he's got a man purse now, because he's got to be able to put that 2.8 million somewhere. And I think it's Tion Mulder took home second place, or 1.8 million. Some other cashes in that tournament were Alex Foxon, Sam Severall, and Cabril. Big Hooney too. So congrats to all those winners. That was a look around the WSOP. Go ahead, Matt.
Sherry, do you remember I was saying how we're having issues with the app? You know, the what would I call it, GG Poker app that I know the Green Visor gang have got.
Yes.
I'm still having some issues trying to get in on there. Do you know if there's a link that I can go on, because it keeps blacking me out for some reason?
Do you have a VPN on your computer? Do you use a VPN for anything?
No, I only use my mobile phone.
Okay, I think you might have to have a VPN, which is a program. I'm just going to say this in the simplest forms because I'm not an IT person. So if I'm using the wrong verbiage, sorry. But it's a computer program you have to have in order to bypass what your government's not allowing.
I got that one, Sherry. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate that. Oh, a quick update on the apartment situation. I know you were asking about how we've been getting on. Well,
Yes.
after the shall we say the drama of the repairs, because we had a little emergency, we had a few leaks we had to sort out. Plus, we
Right.
had to put a new window in as well. I'm pleased to say that we're nearly all ready. I've got to go up
Oh,
to
good.
the above apartment and just to paint it, and then we'll be hopefully, if there's no other dramas that I'm not aware of, we'll be all good to go.
Fantastic. That's great news. You and your crews are doing great things. Hey, Isaac, how are you, pal? Welcome.
Good morning. I'm alive.
I've been wondering about you the last day and a half. I was like, he's burning I'm burning the candle at 5 ends. He's burning it at least 6 ends, I think.
Something like that. I think I collapsed around 5:30,
Oh, I
and
feel
then
you.
my alarm went off, and I've been when you're like 5 more minutes,
I
five more
hear you.
minutes, 5 more
I
minutes.
hear you. Who would you submit for nominations to the Hall of Fame?
Oh man. Um, that when we were pushing for Miami John, I think
Right,
that's still kind of in my head. I'd like to
right,
see him get in there. Aside from that, I think I'd finally like to see Matt Savage get in there.
right.
But anybody else that's interesting. What I was gonna ask, actually, reason I had my hand raised was, did Showman get another bracelet for that event?
He did. He
Wow.
absolutely did.
Wow.
And that was the $1,500 horse tournament. Yep.
Effing legend. Hell yeah. Good for him, man. He's killing it in mixed games.
Yep. We
He
were talking
really
about that
is.
earlier. He's
And
quite the player,
no, yeah, I mean, Deuce to seven, he's killing, right? But he's got what, like three or four in there? But
right?
like now, yeah. What was this? Was this the big O, or was this? It wasn't the eight or better, because I think I
This
saw
is the
that one
horse.
finish.
No, the horse. The
It was
horse.
horse. That There you go. Because Gamble won the eight or better, right? The PLO. I just
I'd have to look it up. I don't like to quote unless I look it up. I'm just going to
Yes.
tell you.
I watched a bunch of stuff yesterday, so I kind of
I'm
caught up.
I'm just going
Most
to
of my
tell
summer was like, I mean, so far the first few days I have not had a chance to really look at who's been doing what. But yesterday I kind of just had it as background all the way up until this morning when I collapsed. So I got to see a lot of very interesting hands. It's been a hell of a summer camp so far. Like,
absolutely. And the reason I don't like to say names is because I'm looking up and researching so much stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, it was him. But then I'm like, oh, but was that the article I was reading about something else that he did? So I just rather double check it before I speak out about it. I'm
oh no,
just
no,
going to
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you.
for sure, for sure. I blurred out way too many things. One thing I think I could say for certain though is I'm sure that I saw the fucking legend Barry Levy with James Woods. That I think I could say for
I
sure.
did see that picture. Yeah.
Allegedly, right? But
Hell yeah, he was with James Woods.
fucking
Let's
legend.
go.
Hell yeah, that was dope. I hope that Barry ran
Love it.
deep.
Hey, go ahead, Map. Map.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Sorry, Sherry. No, I'm just going to
Okay.
say I saw that picture as well, and James Woods is one of my favorite actors. He's been in some incredible films.
Oh yeah.
He really has. He really has. He's a great actor and still looks good. I don't know how old he is. Still looking good though,
Hey,
for
and
sure.
again, a student of Miami John, yo.
Yep.
So
He was a very close friend of Miami John for sure. Um, he is missed. Miami is missed. I thought about him the other day. I was doing something on my phone and his text message, like I was scrolling to find something and his text messages popped up. And I was like, damn,
no
it's
kidding,
been over a year already.
no kidding. Yep.
Yeah.
I never knew James Woods was a poker player though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Quite the serious one, actually. Quite the serious one, from what I hear. But super
He
dope.
he cashed in a couple events. I saw on Twitter.
ASG, could you look up James Woods's hand and mob for us, please, and just give us a little.
Sure, I know he's big into the mixed games, but
For sure.
Yeah. By the way, he's one that you could go to Orleans and play with him for $200.
I love
It's like
it.
he's always
I
there.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh, if he's playing in a $200, he really loves it then.
Yeah, play pretty much all the horses.
Yep, 100%.
Total live earnings 470,447. Best live cash 39,859. If I go to like his top wins, look like he won an $1,100 Omaha 8 WPT in 2016. Foxwoods $200 no limit bounty in 2011. I'm trying to see what his most recent win is here. Looks like
And he's
2023.
79 years old.
79 years old. Yeah. Looking great. Good for
Yeah,
him.
he looks good for 79. I didn't know he was that old.
79.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. I knew he was getting up there because I know he's older than me. So go ahead, Matt.
Yo.
Well, just barely.
Uh,
I was going to say, Sherry, it's been an absolute pleasure being on your show and seeing everybody. And the info on James Woods is something we need to get him on Spaces. So I will bid you all a very good day and over there, and take care.
Thank you, Matt. Always a pleasure visiting with you, and keep up the good work on those apartments. I know you're working hard, and your work affects many in a great positive way in your community. So keep up the good work, Matt, and you're always welcome here, my friend.
Matt,
You
I
guys,
hope that link
go
works
ahead.
for you to submit your Hall of Fame picks, even though you're in the UK. I hope it works out for you.
Yeah, let us know if that works for you, Matt. I would be curious to see if that works or not. Most poker players have that what is it called?
Bless you
Uh,
guys. I appreciate that. It's very kind. Yes, I'll keep you all posted when everything's fully ready, and I'll send some pictures for you all to have a look as well.
Awesome. Look forward to it.
Hell yeah.
Most people have a VPN in that play, right? So you just forget that some don't.
Well,
Go
for
ahead,
some
ASG.
things, yeah, it's really important.
Yeah, I was just going to joke around. Speaking of, people not in this country, Martin Cabral did not have a good day yesterday. He got eliminated like he was the first person eliminated on the final table of the 100K, and then he went to the HCL $1 million game and lost $2 million.
I was watching that this morning. Of course, by the time they put it on, I'm asleep. But I was like, oh, it's still going. I got up at like 6:30. And I was like, oh my God, they're still going. So I watched a bit of it this morning, and he was just ranting, how he just doesn't shut the hell up. And I'm telling you, if they ever outlawed earphones or whatever, and I ended up at a table with him, I think I'd have to just leave my stack for a while and go walk around. Oh, he just never shuts up. Go ahead, Isaac.
You saw the hand between him and Waz,
Which one?
where
This morning?
where Cabral hit the fucking straight flush.
Oh, I did not see that hand.
If you ever want to see that man quiet, watch that hand.
Oh.
He was chatty patty until he hit the straight flush, then he turned into stone, yo. It was the funniest shit ever.
That wasn't a tell, was it?
Nah, man, that was the dumbest shit he could have ever done. If he would have kept being a chatty patty, he'd have gotten paid, yo. Like, oh,
Right.
Yeah, Turbo was running a space last night, and he was watching it, and he said Cabral got stuck $2.2 million in 45 minutes. I can't even imagine that. Like,
That's
2.2 million in
crazy.
45 minutes is insane.
That's
hey, that dude is backed
crazy.
by like, I think he's part of what's that shit in Marvel? Hydra. I think he's the Hydra poker player for sure.
I've never even heard of Hydra.
They're the bad guys in like the
Hail Hydra.
yeah, exactly. Hail Hydra. They're the bad guys in the Captain America stuff originally.
Oh, got it.
Yep.
It's a movie reference. Okay, cartoon. Okay, got it. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah. So I've been studying Martin for a few years now because there's a lot to learn from him and what he does to his other players and stuff. So when we knew he was at the final table, Colette and I drove up there. And by the way, when we walked into Paris, and I think Barry was playing, so he could probably confirm this. The Raz tournament was going on, and it was just the whole arena was just like very low energy except for at Martin's Rail. Like that was the only energy in the entire arena. And it's very interesting. But if you guys caught what happened, remember, he has a language barrier. He does not speak
Right.
perfect
Right.
English. And the other day, he said something to Christy that was mistaken. What he meant to basically say was, you have to go do your exit interview because you lost, but he called it the loser's interview. And it almost was like an insult to Christy, right? So when
Yeah, but
Martin
wait,
was
wait, wait,
all
wait, wait,
in,
wait, 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 wait,
yeah.
wait. I do want to add to that though. Before he said that, he was rooting for her to lose the hand. And that's what she got upset about, that
Yeah,
he was actually
exactly.
I
rooting
know.
against
Right.
her.
He always roots for the short stack to get eliminated so everybody
I
ladders
know.
up. So it's not
I
just
know,
her.
but
Okay.
you have, I
Yeah.
mean, the whole context of that, what happened was he was rooting against her. And then when she
Hmm.
lost, he was talking about her going for a loser's interview. It's just not a good thing. It's not a good look. It's not nice.
Right. But the best part was yesterday was, and if you go back and listen to it, you could almost hear Alex say it, but we heard him say it firsthand when Cabral was all in and it was like Jacks versus Queens or King, Jacks versus Kings. Um, Alex turned around to him. He goes, "Would you mind going over there and seeing Jeff Platt for a loser's interview, please?"
Got him. He got him. He got him. He stood up for his
Oh,
wife.
that's hilarious. I
Oh God,
love
that
that so
interview.
much.
You should watch that loser's interview if you haven't yet. It is something to behold.
Oh, I will. I'll go back and watch it when I'm
But he was
driving
giving
up
the
to Atlanta.
cameraman a run for his money, just of where he's running into the camera, running out of the what.
Anything for
And if you,
attention. That's Martin
yeah,
Cabral.
and if you want pure entertainment, he has a very expensive, top-notch production crew because he has a YouTube
Right,
channel, and so you could see it all, and
right.
it's just like, oh my God, what's going on here? And at the end of the day, he's still good for poker,
I'm
in
not
his
so
own
sure
way.
about that, but I think he is overall, but he also needs to be reined in. I think he gets out of control and it ruins the experience for other people and it's not only him that's at that table.
Yeah, but how does the poker world do it? They do it like last night at the cash game. It's like they're getting them in the worst place. Put your money where your mouth is, and they're taking them for a ride in certain
All right,
situations. So I
You know,
love that.
right.
sometimes he goes too far. I saw a video maybe a week ago where he took his little hippo and like touched somebody, like put his little hippo on somebody's arm. Like you can't put your hands on other people at the table. Like you can't. That's too far.
Yeah, don't
It is
don't
too
touch
far.
me.
Yeah, like
Don't
that.
touch
You
me.
can all his needling, all his talking shit. That's one thing, but you put your hands on somebody else's. No, you no
Yeah.
no no.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, if one of you guys are sitting next to me and you touched my arm, no problem. I know you guys, right? And but yeah, if you're a random at the I don't care who you are, I don't care what your name is. Yeah, you're not touching me.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
Go ahead, Isaac. Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just
Go
saying
ahead,
he went off
ASG.
on Alex before he got eliminated for touching his chips or his glasses or whatever. And by the time the floor came over, Alex was chill and he's still yelling, and Alex just like, okay, it's over, and Martin's still going.
Oh God.
Uh, did you guys see what Carrie Katz did to him?
No.
No.
Carrie Carrie stole his hippo
Hell yeah.
and
Oh,
put it on his chip stack. And the funniest thing is, Martin had no idea who Carrie was.
Oh man.
So
See.
Anthony, so he calls the floor over and wants to know what the penalty is. And Anthony comes over and Anthony's like, "You know who that is, right?" It's like, and but they, it was funny. And Carrie is such a
he's
gentleman.
a nice guy.
Um, yeah, and Martin had his eyes on Carrie's very expensive, awesome sunglasses. And you know what Carrie did the next day? He brought Martin a box,
Oh,
and He opened it up, and inside was another pair of
Very
those
nice.
sunglasses for
And I'm
mom.
going to, in Martin's defense, with Carrie dyeing his mustache and hair these days, you really can't recognize that it's him. You got to take a second look.
I
He's kind of
agree.
got
Go ahead,
that
Hold up,
that
Isaac.
turn
hold up,
Yeah.
hold up.
going
He's
on.
dying his shit now? My bad. He's
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
But yo, the silver fox thing suited him.
I'm just going to tell you, any guy that dyes his silver is a retard. Excuse the
Have we not
language. If
learned
it
from the
offends
great
you,
George Clooney? Have we
like, come
not?
on. So stupid.
But yo,
Silver is beautiful. Go ahead, buddy.
one thing I was gonna say though, I miss Tony G.
I do too. I
On your
like Tony
bike.
G.
On your bike.
I like that. I
Come
do
on,
like Tony
bro.
G.
Like, yes, like
I
Tony
do.
fucking G.
Yes.
He had to crawl for all these dudes to run. You
Yes.
know. I
I
will say
agree.
this though, the last time I saw Tony G beat Tony G was at a Triton Cash game.
He
Like,
was on fire.
oh man, he was doing all right, but then at the end of the night, he gets a huge pot. I don't know
Yep.
if it was on Jungle Man or who it was, but he was like, "Give me the money, give me all the money," and he had that villain moment, and I was like, "Hell yeah, classic Tony G." But now Tony G be all domesticated and shit.
Yeah, he's mellowed out in his old age for sure. He has definitely mellowed out in his
But imagine
fatherhood
him
days.
in this era, right? Like, could we say that he would be as bad or would get into as much stuff as, let's say, Cabral?
I would love to see the two of them at the table to see what Tony's reaction to the Cabral crazy is. Like, I would love to see like what he would say to him, like his comebacks to him.
Oh man,
It would be worth the weight in gold. I'm
prime
just
time.
telling you, it would be
Yeah,
good.
Isaac,
It would
every
be
time
good.
I hear Tony G's name, I think of that hand where he played against Phil Hellmuth and he told him he never looked at his cards, but he did. And then Phil's like, you
Yes,
lied. He's like, yeah, it's poker. Yeah, of course
of
I
course
lied.
I did. It's poker.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Phil lost his fucking, but that was hilarious.
I love it.
Yeah,
All right, you
poker after
guys.
dark. I love that shit.
Isaac, put your hand down. You're making me crazy with your
That was
hand up.
such
I'm
a good one.
Thank you.
testifying.
I'm crazy enough, but with the hand up, I'm thinking you need to say something and you're already
Yeah.
saying it. And I'm like, why is his hand
He's the
up?
only reason
I
why
don't
anybody
know.
knows who Sean Perry's father is,
Oh, interesting.
because he was the
Interesting.
because yeah, if you saw that and I'm like, how could you play for your country like that or whatever? That's Sean Perry's dad.
I never even knew that. That's hilarious. That's funny. All right, you guys, I want to read out a list of Vegas shows just to give people a taste of what kind of shows are going on now or in the near future in Vegas. So, of course, The Wizard of Oz. If you have not seen that in the Sphere, I don't care if you like the movie or not, I highly recommend you go see The Wizard of Oz in the Sphere because the technology alone is worth going to see that movie in the Sphere. It's a breakthrough. Like, I pray to God they do Star Wars in there next. Michael Jackson's One Circus Soleil is at Mandalay Bay. The tickets are about $100 or more. I'm just going to say the base tickets are 100, and you know the tickets are 100 or more. Tournament of Kings, that's at the Excalibur, that has dinner packages. So you watch the jousting and have dinner, eat big turkey drumsticks and whatever. Tickets start at $63. The New Kids on the Block, which, oh, I'm going to try to squeeze this in while I'm there, is June 19th through July the 4th, is $68 starting price. Chris Angle, if you never, or Angel, Chris Angel, if you've never seen this guy live, I'm just going to highly recommend it. The show is called Mind Freak, and I'm pretty sure it's called Mind Freak because they could not use mind fuck on their advertisements because I guarantee you when you leave that show like I did, you're going to be like, what the hell just happened? How the hell did he do that? How did he do that? Wait a minute. I don't know how he did that. Like your brain is fried after that show. And it is at Planet Hollywood and the tickets start at $97. Marlon Wayans is at the MGM Grand. Tickets start at $75. Thunder Down Under, ladies, at the Excalibur. Tickets start at $69. Kenny Chesney at the Sphere. Not right now, but coming up. Look up the dates yourself. Tickets start at $98. Pablo Cruz And Pure Perry League at Westgate, tickets start at $31. Janelle James, comedian, at the MGM, tickets start at $71. Jerry Seinfeld at the Coliseum, tickets start at $118. The Family Show, celebrating the 250th birthday of the United States of America. Those tickets start at $38. And I said Family Show because it is family oriented. So if you have kids in Vegas, taking kids, I don't know why you would, but some people do. It's family friendly show, and it's called America the Show. $38 tickets. Athena Show Lounge. Never heard of it. Don't know where it is. It says Alexis Park All Suite Resort. Never heard of it. But if I had younger folks with me in Vegas, I definitely would take them to see that show that's celebrating our country's birth or birthday. Excuse me. Go ahead, ASG.
Just want to, if you're not aware, there was a Mind Freak show in the 2000s for a few years. I think it was on something on cable, but I forget what channel. But yeah, if you ever want to check that out, if you really liked his Vegas show, you might want to check that out show sometime.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to tell you, I have loved magic since I was little. I even went to the magic store, bought, you know, tricks to do. I would do some card things, whatever. I love magic. And I even dated a guy that went on to be a huge magician in Branson, and he worked with the Tiger King, believe it or not, and had some association with the Tiger King. Had a very great career in the world of magic. I think he also worked with David Copperfield. Anyway, love magic. And when I left that show, I was like, what the hell just happened? Like, there's so much stuff that he does that you really can't understand how. Like, there's no way you can think of a rigging, like mirrors, ropes, wires. I'm not going to give away what I ultimately thought of was how he did it, but amazing show. Go ahead, Isaac.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say actually what ASG said. Mind Freak used to be his show. I think it was either A&D or Bravo. I want to say
Okay.
A&D because they used to do all of the reality stuff or the Storage Wars and all of that stuff. But yeah, I always felt like yeah, Chris Angel's like the emo David Blaine for sure.
Yeah, he's so good. Like, it is so fun. I love it. I might
I thought
actually
it was
go
at
see him
a
again.
Luxor when my brother got married at the Luxor. Part of his like wedding package was tickets to see Chris Angel, and yeah, it was a great time. I've seen what's his name? What are their names? Penn and Teller a bunch of
Yeah,
times, and yeah, it's a great show.
Penn
for
and Teller
sure.
is
And I saw him at
amazing,
the
ASG for
Luxor.
sure. Yep.
Yep, I saw him at the Luxor too. Go ahead, Joey.
So I grew up 15 minutes from where Chris grew up, and I have to tell you, back in the 90s, it was not easy picking up girls when you had Chris Angel, because every woman was just surrounding him, and he would do these magic tricks with
Yeah.
cards and all this crazy shit, and he's something. And Colette and I, I've seen him a few times, but we just saw him with Alice Cooper. Oh my
Oh,
God, what a great show! It was
oh,
amazing. It really was.
interesting. Where was that at?
Mhm. It was at in the Chris Angel Arena inside of Planet
Okay,
Hollywood. They'll bring it back again next year, but it was a residency
got it.
for like a couple of weeks, and it was so good.
Very
It
good.
was really like being at an Alice Cooper concert with Chris Angel. And all he did all of his acts coinciding to the lyrics of the songs, so it was just over the top.
Very
It was
cool.
really really cool. Yeah.
Very
And
cool.
if you think about it, they look like each other too, don't
Yeah,
they? Right?
yeah,
Mm.
for sure. A little shout out to Team Spacers Fantasy League team. We were up to like 920, and now we went back down to 1,026 out of 1,202 teams. We're rooting for last place, actually. If not last place, then we need everybody to go on a fire run so we can get up into the top 100. Either way, we would make money. We would get $2,500 if we were in last place. So, yeah, Benny Glazier, he's our chip leader going into a tournament today. He's also on our Spaces team. as one of our runners, so to speak. So we need him to do well and get that 130 points for us or whatever it is. But just a little shout out. We suck right now, Team Spacers. Whoop, whoop. Go ahead, Brandon.
Sherry, thanks a lot. Now I have to go see New Kids on the Block while I'm in Vegas. Thanks to you. I really
Yes,
appreciate it.
you're
Thanks
welcome.
so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You
Yo,
are
thank you,
so
Brandon.
welcome.
Thank you, bro. I
She
totally
happened she
forgot
happened to be
about that.
listening.
She
She's like, "Oh,
mentioned
New
New
Kids on
Kids
the
on the
Block looked
Block.
it up." I'm like, "Jesus, God damn it, Sherry."
Yo, I used to have the jacket when I was a kid, yo. Shit is real. New Kids on
I
the Block.
love it.
Wow.
Don't you wish you still had that jacket?
Uh, maybe. It was pretty
Well,
fly.
you
Nah,
could
you know
sell
what?
it.
It was pretty fly
You
because
could sell it.
it was from the Jordan, like the very beginning of the Jordan era. New Jack,
Yeah,
the New Jack vibes. The colors were very,
yeah.
very, very fresh. Not gonna lie.
See there? You could have sold it. Nowadays, you get good money. It's the second round.
Nah, I'd get it signed though. See,
Hell
if I still
yeah.
had it, that'd be fire.
Hell yeah, for sure. All right, Papa Poker, any last words? I'm going to go round the horn because I've got to get ready to go see my kids. So, Papa Poker, anything you'd like to bring up, talk about, comment about before we sign off? Uh-oh.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Take it easy.
Good seeing you, pal. Good luck if you play before I talk to you next.
Thank you. Thank you.
You bet. Nice chat with you this morning. Brandy? Brandy. Why do I keep wanting to call you Brandy
I
today?
don't know.
Maybe I need a drink. Maybe I need a drink. Subliminal messages. Sherry, go have a drink. And I don't drink very often. Brandon, any last comments, questions, whatever?
I will say I feel like I'm the only one. I'm gonna be on this train. Sean Deeb has to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I don't know. I know Barry's beef with him, but everybody that put up their votes, didn't. Nobody mentioned Sean Deeb. I don't know why, but
Well, I'm just
I'm
going to
on the.
say to you that a lot of people feel the same way you do. And I can't imagine he's not going to be inducted because people have it in their heads that he's 40 and he deserves to go in on the first time he's eligible. And that's fine. They think that way. Yeah, whatever. I think a lot of people are thinking the same way you are, buddy.
But I will say, um, I was just in my four. I think Miami John should get in before him because he can get in at 41. It'd still be the same. And I think
Right.
Matt Savage should get in before him. But
Well, and part of it is the legacy, like would stand the test of time. Miami John died when he was in his 80s and played poker his whole life. That's not the test of time. Come on. Have you had a test of time if you're 40? I'm not
yeah, I
sure.
agree.
I'm not
All I'm
sure.
saying is he's in
But
my four. I definitely think Miami John and
yes.
Matt Savage should get in before him. But I
And I'm going to tell you, Deep is more than worthy of it. I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just saying for me, it's the attitude that and this is anybody, like people are like, oh, Chrissy should go in because no, if she was 40, everybody would be harping on that because they already were until they found out she isn't 40 yet. And then they all just went, okay, next year. I'm just talking about in general, people are, as soon as somebody turns 40, oh, they should be inducted to the Hall of Fame. Like, I don't know. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. And it's okay. It's okay. I don't. Everybody's, whatever. So, yeah, appreciate you, Brandon. All right, Barry, any last words, comments, questions, topics to bring up?
No, all good. Thanks for having me. Great space. Always good to hear from Brandy. And see you tomorrow.
Appreciate you, Barry. Appreciate everybody. All right, go ahead, Isaac.
Yeah. I think Brandon should get the Brandy song "I Want to Be Down" and make that his intro whenever he comes into a space.
oh
Okay,
the boy is mine. I love that song.
Okay.
okay, listen, Lindas. I can't do music if it's not YouTube approved because then when I go to upload to YouTube, they'll flag my space. So,
Yeah, they're cruel about all that shit. I
yeah,
talk about
yeah,
killing the
yeah.
entertainment value. But no,
Dude, I did one year. I think it was the first year I did this space in the summer. 4th of July, I played the national anthem on 4th of July, and they flippin' tagged my space on YouTube. Like, what are we doing
Thanks,
here?
Elon.
no,
All right, go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, for the record, there is a song called Brandy. You're a fine girl. What a good wife you
It-
might be.
It's a great song. You're a fine
Yes,
girl. Okay.
I would be
Oh,
a good wife, just to let you know.
I don't know. I don't know. You don't work enough, I don't think, to be a good wife.
You're
Whoa,
probably right.
whoa.
Wives work hard.
Hell yeah, they
Wives
do.
work hard.
Yo, a housewife is like for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Isaac, were you finished, love?
I don't think I was, but right now that Barry said, Brandy, you're a fine girl. That's the joint in Guardians of the Galaxy that Star Lord's mom was singing. See what I'm saying? It all ties back to Marvel for me this morning. Probably because I'm delirious. But anyway, much love to everybody.
You're so funny.
Catch y'all
Did
tomorrow.
you ever hear that song before that show?
Before that, yes, on the radio, you're
Okay.
a
Okay.
fine girl.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a certain vibe of music.
Okay.
I like 70s, mixtape music. I'm all about that.
Hell yeah.
I'm all about
That was a great song. That was a hell of a good song. Easy to sing along with because, I sing because I can sing, not because I can sing, and I sing everything. So,
And the name of
love that song.
the name of the band is The Looking Glass.
The Looking Glass.
heavily influenced by psychedelics, I see. Fascinating.
I would have never got that. Was that a one hit wonder? They didn't have any other songs, did they?
I don't know. The 70s was a
Cool.
mysterious time, my friend.
1972.
See what I'm saying?
The year McGovern was running for office, 1972. George McGovern. He lost. That's the year my sister hired Sticks for $25 to do a fundraiser for the McGovern campaign. And then she had to cancel them because she didn't sell enough tickets. Can you imagine?
Yo, I'll give you one too. I booked Black Eyed Peas for $50 to play at a
Oh,
house party when I was in high school.
please tell me they showed up and
Oh
played.
yeah, I know Taboo. Actually,
Oh,
to this day,
hell yes.
I know Taboo.
Hell
He's
yes.
Mexican, hella cool, all about like the LA scene. I honestly, they all are, cause Will I Am too. Will I Am grew up in the projects in East LA. He,
Love
yeah,
it.
it's hilarious. That dude speaks Spanish like a food out Mexican. It's the funniest shit ever.
I love it. Love it. All right, you guys, I got to sign off because I do need to get out of the door this Saturday to go see my kids' team play. So you'll be seeing some intense tennis posts later. Hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Probably not because, I'm biased in a big way. It's my kid, and it's
Is the
okay.
daughter
Sure,
playing?
you missed ASG.
I'm not done yet, Barry. I mean, Brandon. I mean, Brandy, whatever your damn name is today. She is coaching the team. She's actually coaching the team, and the person that is the investor, they have investors for each team, and one of the investors for her team is DJ Irie. No, Irie, DJ Irie, who's out of Miami. And they won last week. And he told them last week before they played that if they take the whole season down as champions, that he's going to fly them out to a party that he's going to host and DJ either in Vegas or Miami.
Ooh, nice.
Let's go. I'm like, plus one. She's like, hell yeah, you're plus one. Yeah. I'm like, and we're all like Vegas, Vegas, Vegas,
Hell yeah.
Vegas. But first they got to win, right? So, and the season's long. It's through the end of July, and I don't know how they do the playoffs or whatever. So, anyway, should be fun. So, she's coaching a team, not playing this time. She did play on a team last year for a showcase, but it's fun. If you like tennis, I highly recommend you check it out because they've adjusted the rules of tennis to get the crowd more involved. There's a clock now, there's a clock for um, serving. You have to serve, and I think it's 12 seconds or 15 seconds when and you can fast serve. So if your opponent's not ready, it doesn't matter. You can serve the ball. Which in tennis, regular tennis, you got to make sure the recipient is ready to receive the ball because you go at the server's pace. But in this, you can serve the ball as soon as the point is over. You can serve the next ball, whether that person's in place or not. And yeah, there's a lot of fun rules to it for sure. You could swap out the player. So if one guy's playing men's singles and they're in the middle of a game and he looks tired or he's losing, you could swap him out for somebody else. Like there's some fun rules to this. Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, I had to look it up just for a quick Google search. Brandy, that song has been in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Charlie's Angels in 2000, Lords of Dogtown, Could Never Be a Woman, 10 and a Half Wolf, 10th and Wolf,
Wow.
Black Klansman, Set It Up, plus a number of TV shows and all kinds of things. So it's pretty famous.
Thank you for that. Appreciate that. ASG, any last comments, questions, topics?
Step by step, may all your hands have the right stuff.
Step by step.
Um,
Okay, let me finish. I love it. If you're playing today on the felt, good luck. If not, touch the grass today, folks. Eat a peach. It's peach season. Appreciate all of you more than you'll ever
one more
know.
question, Shay. The tennis you're talking about, is that going to be on TV, televised on
Yes.
what
Yep.
channel?
Yep. YouTube.
Oh,
Just
YouTube.
go to
Okay,
the.
I'm gonna
Yep.
switch it on
Yep.
later. Thanks.
It'll be live. It will be live. Thank you. Again, get outside, touch the grass, eat a peach. It's peach season. How do I know? Because I'm selling them this summer. Thanks again for tuning in, folks, either currently or in the future. Appreciate you all. And to my panelists, thank all of you for helping me out with this show this summer. Together we are one. You get a chip, and you get a chip, and you get a chip, and you get a chip.